What's good with y'all? Back with another video, and this has been a question that y'all have been asking me every single day since I got the Ja 3s early, like a month ago, and I recently got the Sabrina 3s early as well. And the question that everybody's wondered, which one's better? Sabrina 3, Ja 3. Both are about to release. I know y'all want to get the best shoe of the two, so let's break them down, let y'all know what I think is best, and if the WNBA or the NBA has the best third signature shoe out. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and give me our honest opinions on what we think is the better shoe. A lot of y'all know I just recently got these, but I was able to go hooping them today along with the GT Cut 3 Turbo and the Rob Dillingham colorway. If you haven't seen that review, go ahead, check it out. Both these shoes will be available on Nike soon. I think the Sabrina 3s and the All-Star colorway are releasing on sneakers, and then if they don't sell out, they'll be on the Nike app. I will have links for that down below. If you're seeing this after they release, then the Nike links will be down below for you to pick up both. This colorway isn't released until August 15th, but the NY versus NY colorway, and I believe the EYBL ones are releasing in July. This colorway and the All-Star colorway of the Sabrina 3s will be releasing in July as well. And if you're seeing this before they're released, there are StockX links down below for you to order them and get them early. To start off with the comparison, we obviously have to get into the looks. I'm gonna give you a quick 360 of the Ja 3s. And then I'm gonna give you a quick 360 of the Sabrina 3s. And I think both these shoes look good. I will say, as far as looks go, this is also opinionated, so you make your own decision with this one. But my thoughts are that I think the Ja 3 looks better. Just the details and designs and a step up, and it looks different from a lot of the other Nike models. This kind of still follows that wave of the Sabrina 2, Sabrina 1, where they kind of still, I hate to say it, because I always, everybody says every low top looks like a fucking Kobe. But the Sabrina 2s, I did a breakdown of like every little part and detail on the shoe looks like a Kobe 5. And this is similar besides this little gap they left out right there, and they added some fly wire that's visible on the external side of the shoe. I like to have something more unique personally, and that's why I think the Ja 3s are better. And the colorway potential on these, I've seen like some mock-ups of like Jurassic Park. I think the spray paint ones with like the A on the side are super cool, and the potential for colorways are endless. There are going to be a lot of cool ones, especially with the scratch ones that they usually do every year. One thing though, I know there will be Nike ID on the Sabrina 3s, so it gives the looks a little bump just because you're going to be able to make the colors that you want, match them with your team, make some unique ones. There's typically like always a Yeezy one. I'm 100% doing a what the of these, and there's just so many options that you could do. So I'm giving a look to the Ja 3 because I know Nike's going to go crazy personally with the colorways, and they always drop a ton of Ja colorways. But the Nike ID is a nice touch and puts these close second with that. Next on the list, we have cushion. These have a Cushline 3.0 that is caged in a Phylon. Why they caged it, I have no clue. I personally didn't have any stability issues with the Sabrina 2s. It'll definitely add a little bit more stability to the shoe, and also makes the break-in time for the cushion a little longer. It's not uncomfortable to start, but it's definitely going to get more plush over time. And it has a small 4-foot zoom air unit versus the Ja 3s having a full-length Zoom X. I've been crying about this for years, 2 years to be exact, since the Ja 1s came out, on why they kept giving them a Phylon midsole, but they're giving the Sabrina's Cushline, they're giving the Tatum's Cushline, they're giving Luka Cushline, or whatever the case may be, but they're giving Ja one of the highest flyers, not even one of, the highest flyer of all the signature athletes that they have, foam midsole, stiff as hell. I wonder if his player exclusive colorways and shoes have that terrible cushion too, if they upgraded it for him. But Zoom X, I don't know if you've tried it. I believe this is still mixed with some other foam, but it's less mixed than like a GT Cut 3, and I'm gonna tell you, it feels really nice for me, and I did not have any stability issues with it. Next on the list, we have the price point of the shoe. The Sabrina 3s are retailing for $135. The Ja 3s are releasing for $130. So there is a minor price difference of $5, but every dollar counts. The Ja 3s are winning that category. When it comes to squeak, I'll drop videos for both of these. Both have a really high-pitched squeak. It's kind of close. I know y'all went crazy when I did the traction test and y'all heard the squeak on these. Sabrina 3s are not far off, but I am going to give that to the Ja 3s as well. Squeak on a shoe does nothing, though, in terms of performance. But there are shoes that don't squeak, and I have some people that are like, oh, yeah, I just don't like it. Like basketball sounds. I feel like certain things are like, basketball is real rhythm, real important to like have those cues, and some people need it and want it. It would be really weird to like see 10 people on a basketball court playing pickup, and they all have shoes that don't squeak. It just doesn't sound like basketball. Something about it. This was the biggest thing I wanted to test on the shoes and to figure out which had better traction. One of the most important qualities on a basketball shoe and is make or break for me personally. The shoe can have decent traction. I still think it's a good shoe, but if it has really good traction, I feel like that levels up the shoe and makes it one of the best out. And when it comes to the traction category, I feel like both don't struggle a ton with dust. Like I feel like the Sabrina 3s kind of pick up a decent amount of dust. The Ja 3s also pick up a solid amount of dust. One wipe and you're good. I feel like these just struggle a tad bit more when the court's not perfect. I went to dunk today when I was playing in these, and I threw a bad pass. I did like a self-bounce lob, but the way I caught it and I just threw it, I threw it too high. But I also didn't get up or jump really good on it because the way I planted and kind of like foot slid a little bit. And I've also played these a ton, and I have never had that issue. This weekend, I went with StockX and G League and Detroit Pistons to playing like a celebrity influencer game for them. I wore these for one, if not both of the games. Traction was great, and I dunked in them a little bit after. No issues, no slip outs. Dunking, I felt 100% comfortable in every step and plant. So I'm giving the traction to the Ja 3s. Next on the list, we have weight of the shoe, and they are actually pretty similar in weight, but one is a decent amount lighter. The Sabrina 3s are coming in at 360 grams. Average weight for my size basketball shoe is 370 to 400 grams. So it is still lightweight, but it's close to that average weight range. The Ja 3s are coming in at 343 grams. They are similar to the weight of the Sabrina 2. Those are coming in about 340 grams. And this is when the shoes start to get into that like lightweight to almost really lightweight range. Not a huge difference, but the Ja 3s are lighter than the Sabrina 3s when it comes to that category. And I am a sucker for a good shoe that is lightweight. I can't really speak on the durability of both shoes. I know an issue for the Sabrina 2s was the durability and how it held up. And it didn't really hold up the best. And one thing I just noticed from having these Ja 3s and wearing them for a month or so now is this inside Nike logo is like somewhat painted on. I wouldn't really know how to describe it exactly, but it is peeling a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that super clear. It's probably from the insides of my foot rubbing a little bit and just playing and walking. Not the biggest thing or the end of the world. I'm sure most of it is not going to all fall off, but the parts where it's on the logo that's running across the sides of the shoe, making those stripes, might peel off over time a decent amount. And then when it comes to the durability of these, I've only worn them like 3 times. I've worn them for probably 8 to 10 hours total at this point. I haven't really had any issues so far, but the forefoot and lateral materials are not the thickest in the world. So I could imagine a little bit of tears or anything over time. Kind of gives me that like, not saying it's similar to a Kobe, but the way the Kobe like 11's upper is, where it's kind of that like thin engineered mesh. It is reinforced in like the high wear areas with embroidery, but it'll be interesting to see how those last over time. And other than that, on the Ja 3s, they have so much TPU reinforcing the upper with his logo running across that I feel like as far as durability for the upper, there shouldn't be too many issues at all. All right, so now my overall opinion on what I think is better. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty easy decision for me. I am picking the Ja 3s as the better shoe overall. If you have normal to narrow feet, I feel like this is 100% the better option, from the cushion being better, a slightly more consistent traction, and I think these look a lot better in my opinion. Looks are subjective though, so I mean, you could feel otherwise. If you are a wide footer, I wouldn't call these wide foot friendly or as wide as like the Sabrina 2s. I definitely feel like this will fit a lot better for you because the midfoot of the Jaws are a little bit narrow on the outer part of the shoe, and these would definitely fit your bit. This would definitely fit your foot a little bit better if you are a wide footer. And even though the Jaws are better, if you're a wide footer, I feel like this would be the better option for you. But overall, better shoes, Sabrina 3 versus Ja 3, I am 100% going Ja 3s. If you want to see any other comparisons in the future, let me know. I'm down to do whatever, especially if a lot of y'all either like the comment or it's just a common thing that I see. And if you have any other video ideas that you want to see me do in the future as well, just drop in the comments. Let me know, and I will definitely get to it. I'm on this YouTube full video grind. I've been having fun with it. And editing the videos myself isn't as strenuous as I thought it would be. It's definitely a little longer than just making the 1 minute short reviews and everything like that, or the unboxings and the quick stuff. Hey, but the grind is worth it. Crosby kicks to the moon, hopefully by the end of the year. My goal is, it's July. I'm hoping to get to at least like something smooth. Like, I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but maybe 50K if I'm posting every day for the rest of the year. That's the plan, so make sure y'all hold me accountable to it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm out of here. Full reviews on both of these are posted. You can go check that out on my page. And like I said earlier in the video, if you want to pick any of these up, the Nike links will be down below. Those will be the cheapest prices for both of these items. The new Nike shoe release tab will have all the new releases and it'll update over time. So if you're seeing this even a month or two later, you'll be able to see all the new Nike stuff. And there'll be tons of more colorways of both of these. And then the sales section will also update as well the later you see this video. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm out of here.